Alright guys, welcome to Gusto Reactions once again. Thank you so much for always liking and sharing, subscribing, telling everyone about what we do right here at Gusto TV. Thank you so much. It's back to back for the ODOGWU, Burna Boy, Damini Eboluwa. I want to say Eboluwa ODOGWU, aka Burna Boy. Yes, Grammy Awards have once again nominated twice as tall after nominating African Giant in 2019, 2020. Twice as tall are in the world best global music album something category, and Lala is still of the opinion that, I mean, why are you putting all these things together and classifying everybody together in the same category? But of course, a lot has been said on Twitter, on Instagram, on everywhere. People have been hailing Burna Boy, articles going up about him. Burna Boy has taken over the internet space in Nigeria, even some part of Africa as well. The Grammy nomination will be beans at all. And one person has actually come out to say, I think a Ghanaian actually, you know, came out to make a very profound, arguably, you know, statement saying Burna Boy is the greatest Nigerian artist of the last decade. That's quite a statement. Yeah, I mean, when I saw that, I was like, okay. And looking at the likes of Wizkid, Davido, OLAMIDE, you know, Tiwa Savage, I mean, there's a whole lot. Even the veterans were still, you know, popping at some point during this decade and everything. Well, I wouldn't go as far back as saying the decade, because that means the person has been doing it consistently for a decade. 2012, Burna Boy, Like to Party. Yeah, but then Like to Party was, that was his rookie years, if I was going to call it that. Next year, Yawade, Run My Race. Still his rookie years. Run My Race. Was Yawade, was he after Like to Party? After Like to Party, Yawade, yes. Okay. And then Tonight. Even if you count all those ones, a decade is what, 10 years? Yes. So you want to remove the other 2 years, what happened to the other 2 years? no, but of course. But he did. We know for a fact that he didn't really peak on those years, and he was, let's just say, underappreciated around those periods. Yes, he was well regarded in his rookie years because he was getting nominated for Headies as well. Of course, he didn't win, but yes, his talent was recognized around that period. So we for a fact know that was it / ending 2017 to what we have right now is peak Burna Boy, and peak Burna Boy that has manifested into an African star. That is now at the forefront of pushing the Afrobeat genre. We know that for a fact. So if someone comes in and says, oh, he's been the greatest for the past 10 years, that means the person is being, he's looking at the present, didn't look at the past. You have to consider what happened 10 years ago, who was reigning around that period, who was, for what period did they reign for? Regardless what the awards is winning, now some of these awards now, like I said, what we're getting right now might be a product of their time. At some period, the awards used to be different. For example, the BET now, you know that BET used to be BET Africa before it now started to be Best International Act. So most of these are different. It's not far-fetched when he says, oh, maybe in the last 5 years, yes, he's the greatest that has done it because he's achieved quite a lot within that 5 years, and that's true. But over the past 10 years, you'd have to look at the guys who picked around that period as well. You had the Wizkid, you had Davido, who also started early in the game, and those guys picked around that period too. So you actually think that this person who is far-fetched? Yes, far-fetched. But he's achieved a lot actually. Of course he's achieved a lot, but we're looking at the present, which is the last 2.5 years. That's what we're looking at. We're not looking at the whole 10 years at the stretch. If you look at it and critically look, there are 2 BET awards back to back, 2 Grammy nominations back to back for Burna Boy. Now Grammys is one thing that one award that we know that you don't just easily get nominated for. Yes. And this guy, Burna Boy, has done it twice. Wizkid, as a lone star, hasn't done it. Davido, as a lone star, hasn't done it as well. Tiwa Savage, as a lone star, hasn't done it. But Burna Boy alone, only him alone, they've not done it twice. These other guys have not made it an MO for themselves. You think so? They haven't, because if they have, then yes, they will. So you think the Grammys is not a Wizkid priority? I'm saying they've not made it a
like a goal for them to achieve. I don't think so, because if they did, then you see a lot more competition in the caliber of Nigerian artists who are vying for that Grammy slot. This year, who did we have from Nigeria? Yemi Alade, what's her name? Tiwa Savage gave it a shot. Skills, although he came out to say it was being considered, but being considered is nothing really until you get nominated. So yeah, this particular year and the past 2 years, Burna Boy has just opened our eyes to that category. But in the last 10 years as well, there's Femi Kuti, who has been nominated 4 times. Are we not going to say because he's nominated 4 times is the greatest to ever do it? We're not going to use that as a yardstick.
No, but apart from Grammys, he's also won, like, you know, the BET and all.
That's understandable, but someone who won it back to back versus someone who won it 1 year, he didn't win it again until the next 5 years. Is that not a show of? Is that not a show of him being not even consistent, that being well regarded? Like you think he's done, but he's back and he's winning the same award that someone won 2 years in a row. So yeah, I'm not going to say because he's been nominated 2 years. Okay, perhaps if he does 3 years in a row, then I can say yes. Okay. But at the moment, I think it's far-fetched. You have to critically look at it. You can't just live in the moment and say for the last 2.5 years because he's been nominated and has won back to back, then he's the greatest to do it in 10 years. No, if you cut it down to maybe that 3 years or the 5 years, then I would agree. No doubt, no one has really come close. But in the past 10 years, you have to look at what everybody else has achieved around that period, not just the awards.
Okay, so Lala, this year Burna Boy has been nominated in that world, music category.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I kind of feel like maybe because Wizkid, according to so many people, was nominated also for the best music video for Brown Skin Girl, which we later got to find out that they're actually rewarding the music video, not the song itself.
As it should be.
Actually. Yeah. So now talking about Wizkid, Wizkid 2-time BET winner as well, alongside Burna Boy. Davido 2-time BET winner. I think so. Do we say that the Grammy Awards is that edge that Burna has over these guys who consider the artist of the decade?
Well, at the moment, that's what it looks like. That's because we place so much value on that Grammy Awards, and that best world music category. We place so much value on
that's the standard. Is it not?
Is it really a standard? Femi Kuti's music was not even nationwide, but he got nominated 4 times in that category. King Sunny Ade, that was back then. Even what's his name? Seun Kuti.
Yeah.
Also got nominated.
He got nominated, yeah.
So and those sort of music are not nationwide. They're not nationwide. So you see that category, or even if they win, that's why I said even if they win that category, it's not really a standard. I don't feel it's a standard, because the criteria for winning, we know for a fact is lobbying for votes, not really based on people are voting for quality or academy members who are, there's a panel, blah blah blah. We know that's not the case, and because there are different genres of music, different types of music, so people's interest of music would always have an influence on their votes.
So you think Burna Boy cannot come outside today and say, I'm the biggest artist of the last decade?
Of course, he would have it as a bragging right, because no one has done it before. No mainstream Nigerian artist has done it before to win a Grammy. We know people who have been parts of the band have won Grammys in the past, but not an individual has come out and say he's won a Grammy. So that would be a bragging right, and I'm not going to downplay and say it's indeed a big bragging right for him if he indeed gets it. So that would be the edge he has. But then we now have to look at the quality. The award itself, the category. What is it that we are being excited about?
World Best Music Album.
Okay, let me move on. What next?
World Global Music Album. Lala.
Global Music.
That's what it is to be happy and to brag about.
So the R&B and pop categories, there's no global music in those. Are those not global music too?
No, they are mostly from the US.
But they're not global music.
Yeah, they're global music.
Why are they not nominated in global?
It's their industry, Lala.
I know it's their industry, but they just won't give us this one. Say maybe I just take it.
Yeah, but if they give us,
I'm not saying it will be a big bragging rights. Yes, but yeah, Burna Boy will be.
So who would be your options for the artist of the decade? I'm not saying give one. But who exactly are you gonna have?
Of course, it has to be in the discussion. There's been 2 guys who have been at it for years, Wizkid and Davido. You can't discount them from that discussion. Burna Boy, until recently, was now made it the top 3. You know the way there's a top 4 in England, they now changed it to a top 6.
Yeah.
There's been a top 2 in Nigeria for a long time. In fact, if you want to look at it, greatest artist of Nigeria, keep it Nigerian. Let's not talk about BET Awards. BET Awards are just flexes for us. The actual awards that matter for us as Nigerians, or the actual achievements that matter for us in terms of hits and everything. In Nigeria, we'll be having Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy, Olamide, and the likes in that discussion. Yeah. So if you want to look at, you have to look at that. There's even okay, I mentioned Olamide. You know how long Olamide has been at it for years? Hits after hits are hits. Even
back to back. Even
if the songs are not getting the desired awards or doing the numbers, or maybe they're not going international, but in this Nigeria, you know how impactful he has been. So you have to look at all these things. You can't just say because someone has won BET. BET is an international award, and that, we're not going to use that as a yardstick to determine who in Nigeria has been the biggest in 10 years. No, we're not going to, I don't
agree with that though. I don't agree with that. If you say you are big in your country and everything, I mean, yes, you could win awards in your country, but not until you also have to prove your mettle, you know, outside of your territory for you to be regarded as, oh, okay, you're an artist of repute.
So are you proving your mettle to Nigerians outside of the country?
No, it shows that your music has traveled way beyond your territory.
Yes. So those worldwide acclaim determines who is the greatest to ever do it in Nigeria.
Well, they are Nigerians.
Not only Nigerians, you know.
Yes.
But you know that in the home front, would you, if I said something like Wizkid and Davido are well regarded in the home front than Burna Boy, would you agree?
At the moment?
Over the past,
of course.
And would you also agree that Burna Boy right now, in the moment, has more international, arguably, than Davido, for example? Because I know Wizkid is equally as big. You would agree. Yeah. So now, how do you now balance the home front and international
front? Wizkid is equally as big as Burna Boy?
Yes.
You think so?
You think it's bigger?
Well, this is a question of another day. Well, I don't know. I mean, we would have to look at everything. Trust me, everything.
Well, I think it's a matter of period anyway.
Trust me, everything.
Matter of period.
What period?
I mean, matter of what time, what period of time to what period.
No, at the moment.
Oh, at the moment.
At the moment.
You feel who?
No, I don't know.
Which I don't know. If you don't know, I don't know. If you don't mention one, I'll not mention one.
All right, guys. What exactly do you think about this Burna Boy? I mean, someone has made a claim to say, "Oh, Burna is the greatest artist." Nigerian artist in the past decade. Wow. This guy has done a whole lot. This guy has done this and that and everything. I'm saying, okay, you know what, guys, let us know what you think about Lala here. And Lala said, nah, you just can't do that. 5 years from ago, 2015 to now, maybe, but to say no, you got to put respect on the likes of Olamide, Davido, Wizkid, the Machala, of course. Tiwa also done her thing. Even that they also did, really well. A couple of other guys as well. Yeah. The legend also did their thing for a bit before, so yes, every Nigerian artist is doing really, really well right now. Congrats to Burna Boy on the Grammy Awards once again. Bring it home, guy. Bring it home.
Bring it home.
Yes, bring it home to show that you are one of the best. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you on the next one. Peace.